forgot to turn the fan off. Hi, it's me, Dot. Welcome back. I decided that I'm gonna start my video wearing my glasses, my hat already, and I'll take them off to shave. Because I looked at the beginning of yesterday's video and I looked like a fucking mess. So yeah, I figured I would probably want to start the video presenting myself the way I'm more comfortable being, presented as. I'm still rosy cheeked because I'm kind of dehydrated. But yeah, also about yesterday's video, I learned the hard way that apparently if you try to upload a video through the YouTube Studio app on mobile, because I've been uploading my videos just straight from mobile because I'm lazy, if you upload it through the Studio app, you have to keep the Studio app open and in focus the whole time, or it will pause the upload. So now I know I start the upload from the YouTube app itself and then move to the Studio app to do thumbnail and all that stuff, so that when I'm going to sleep, my video will still be uploading through the normal YouTube app. So yeah, learn that. So that's why yesterday's video was at a really weird time. I think it posted at 12:30 or something. Yeah, whenever that would have been. Maybe I skipped a day. I think I was supposed to shower and shave yesterday, maybe. I don't know. My not experience, my thought. No. I don't know, my frame of time is totally up. No, I was good because yesterday was Saturday, which is my injection day, and then today is the day after my injection day. Speaking of which, guess we didn't do our injection yesterday, so we're doing it today. So I might not shave today because I'm feeling kind of lazy. And I'm already doing injections, so that's something. But again, that will unfortunately have to be mostly off camera because, I'm doing it with my pants down. So, I don't really want to record that and post that on to just YouTube. Also, I keep looking at the mirror as if it's the camera because I can see myself here, but I can't see myself here because I'm using the back part of the iPhone camera because it's better. I think. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I've heard it's a lot better. I haven't really paid close attention to it, but I believe that this one's bigger, so it's probably better. Anyways, yeah, I'll probably start with injection and then see how I'm feeling about shaving. So yeah, we're just gonna start doing this, which will take a little bit because I'm really slow at this. But yeah, that'll give me plenty of time to yap at you about stuff. And I probably won't say a whole lot while I'm doing my injection because I'll be far away, so you probably won't be able to hear me. I don't know, we'll see. I will just say straight up, I'm too lazy to cut that part of the video out though. So there might be just 2 minutes of dead air in the video. Definitely feel free to skip that. You you shouldn't watch through all of that. That would be, I don't want to say dumb, but you do what you want with your time. Anyways, I was playing League of Legends with a few people, and a couple of them were new to me, which is cool. And they seemed fine. I don't really have any strong feelings about them one way or the other. Except for one of them was really cool. They weren't playing, they were just chilling and watching us. And then when I was getting off, I noticed I had a DM, and I checked it, and they drew my persona, which was really cool because this is the first time I ever met them. So yeah, that was really sweet. They're cool as fuck. Also, their art looked really cool. I'll probably ask them if they're fine with me posting it on the on my like YouTube community page thing later, and then I'll post it there because it's really cool looking. And then I should also post some of my girlfriend's art because her stuff is also really nice looking and I really like it. Is my thing leaking? Why is it? My shit's leaking a little bit. That is not an airtight seal. Oh well. Kinda sucks, but like, whatever. I don't care that much. Well, I do care, but like, I don't think that'll be an issue, is what I mean. Like, I might lose a little bit. Yeah, needle, yippee. Also, if YouTube flags this for fucking like drug use, it's gonna piss me off. These aren't normal drugs, these are my epic tranny drugs. So I don't think YouTube should censor me for saying that because I've seen a bunch of other stuff, people saying that word. I do apologize if that word makes you uncomfortable though. I understand that completely, and I probably shouldn't kind of like advertise this as a nice like quiet chill space and then say a slur like that. So I'll try to not do that in the future. I'm sorry. Yeah, now I've got my other needle prep. This is the one that goes into my leg. Oh, I didn't grab a band-aid. I'm gonna do that real quick. I also, I guess I don't know how much about the injection process you guys know, but basically just you draw with one needle and then you inject with a second needle. And you just kind of, rub stuff with alcohol whenever you're stabbing it, including the bottle. Yeah, and then the other thing is you absolutely should not just put these in the garbage, you put them in a sharps container, which is my temporary little sharps container. We have an actual medical sharps container in, I think, my parents' bathroom is where it is right now. So yeah. Also, I live with my parents. I'm a fucking jobless, disabled, transgender woman, you know? Shit's expensive. I don't want to pay $3,000 for rent. Or even $1,000 for rent. I tried looking at apartments a while ago because one of my friends, her home burned down. So I was trying to help her look for apartments at as cheap of a price as possible. And the cheapest thing, like the only sub $1,000 thing I could find was living in, I think, like an old motel with a bunch of other people, shared Wi-Fi. It was still like $800 to like $950 a month, and it was kind of, it seems like it was kind of random what room you would get, and like if you were lucky, it seemed like you would get one room with a half bathroom in it, and that's it. There was a community kitchen though, so, and I assume like community laundry. So it seemed like if you have $1,000 a month to spend on rent and you don't mind living with people you might not like, it might be a nice place. But it being like shared Wi-Fi, it's gonna, your internet connection's gonna be so ass. And obviously you're paying $1,000 a month to live somewhere with like no extra utilities for the most part, probably. So, you know, could be worse. I still didn't get the Band-Aid. Yippee, Band-Aid. Also have a bunch of medical supply stuff because my mom's a doctor, so she can get that stuff at the cheapest prices they get sold for. So we've got a huge box of like needles and stuff under our sink. Like when your camera's pointed over here, not like over here. So I've probably been off frame for a long time. But I am at the point where I'm ready to inject my leg. This is ready. I got my Band-Aid. I've got my alcohol rubbing pad. So I'll be off camera for a little bit, and I'll probably still yap, and I'll probably be completely impossible to understand. Yeah, I won't take my pants off when I'm still on camera. I mean, like, I have underwear on. I'm not gonna be naked, but you know, still have some decency. Yeah. The thing that you do, that my mom taught me, is you rub the area with your little alcohol pad. You need to open this. It's kind of dried already. It's a little moist still. It should be fine. Yeah, I went too slow, so that dried out. Yeah, you rub your area with your alcohol pad, and then you want to push down on it with your thumb, with like a good amount of pressure, because then after a little bit, you'll have like a slight numbing effect there. So yeah, I'm just pressing down on my leg with my thumb pretty hard for like 30 seconds. And then I'm just gonna inject myself pretty quick. And hopefully this won't go wrong. My needle was like leaking a little bit of air, which is a little bit concerning, like from the plunger. It shouldn't be a huge deal though, hopefully. I don't know, maybe you'll hear me like scream when I get a bunch of shit all over me. I wouldn't scream, I would just be like, oh no. I don't know why I acted that out. Girl who's autistic, and has to yap at something for however long. Again, I don't know if you guys can even hear me right now. You might be able to. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this is the most boring, like, 3 or 4 minutes of YouTube ever. Definitely the most boring 3 minutes of someone getting stabbed. Alright, well, 3, 2, 1. I am hesitating. This needle's really small, so I probably won't really even feel it that much. Yeah, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I definitely felt that. It's probably because I waited too long. Yeah, and I'm just injecting this real slow. I've been injecting with a smaller needle than I started with, which is nice because it's smaller, so the needle itself hurts less. But then the issue is that doing the actual injection is much slower because the liquid is going through a much smaller hole, or I guess tube. I'm also really like bad at staying still when I'm injecting, so I'm just like wiggling around a whole bunch. It'd probably help if I was talking less, but I'm recording myself, I can't just not say a bunch of random things. Going a little too fast. There we go, nice and slow. And nice and strong. And I just pull it out. This is honestly like the weirdest part, is pulling the needle out. It feels so weird to do that. Yeah, let me get that in the cap so that I don't stab myself in accident. I need to get my'Aid. I should have saved the alcohol prep pad actually, sometimes a little bit of blood or estradiol will leak out of the hole, which makes sticking the Band-Aid a little bit harder. Because if the sticky part of the Band-Aid gets wet, it tends to mess it up. This one got a little bit wet. It might stick fine though. No, I was having some trouble sticking on that one side. Oh well. I'm not too worried about it like getting infected or anything. Alright, injection done. Rain check on shaving. I don't feel like it right now. And I did another thing instead, so. Remember, it's okay to be a little bit lazy about things sometimes. You don't have to be perfect every time. Okay, and then we're just putting this other needle into our little temporary sharps container. And then this is pretty close to full, so I'll probably try to empty this out tomorrow. Yeah, and then it's just like the rest of this is just normal garbage. Some a good amount of this too. Actually, I'm supposed to call the pharmacy about my refill. I've just been really lazy about that. My entrance has been giving me shit and doesn't want to refill my estradiol every 4 weeks, which means that sometimes I have to skip a week, which is, it's not like horrible, but it's definitely like you're not supposed to do that. But you know, sometimes the medical industry forces you to do that because it's fucking dog shit. And I would maybe pay out of pocket every now and then if estradiol was actually priced reasonably. But where I am, it is $300 fucking dollars, which is insane. Like even testosterone, paying out of pocket is like half of that, and that's a controlled substance. Like, this shit's dumb. Also, I had to charge my phone before recording, so I had this when I was showering. I don't know, I picked it up there. Yeah, I'm just gonna brush her teeth. Yeah, again, I like should shave, but like I'm not doing anything in the next 2 days, so I don't care. I do, however, next week, I'm getting it, not next week, but next Tuesday, which is my next recording day. Today's Sunday, uploading this on Monday. On Tuesday, I'm going to get a haircut from a cool, like, place that's like for helping trans people with their presentation and stuff. So I'll probably be doing that earlier that day, and then on Thursday you guys will see my new haircut, and I might talk about whatever I learned, because I'll be asking about like tips for like taking care of my hair properly, and probably some like low maintenance hairstyle stuff, and I'll maybe ask about some low maintenance like just simple eye makeup kind of stuff. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I guess that's the end of the video if I'm not shitting. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Love you all. Oh yeah, happy International Women's Day. I'm a day late on that. I guess when you guys are seeing this, it's a day late, but when I'm recording it, it might also technically be a day late because I started at like 11:20 or some shit. I don't care. Happy International Women's Day. What was that? Bye.